Gasoline is proudly brought to you by Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts, and the following sponsors. I'm Michael Curson, producer, creator of Gasoline. Hope you enjoy.
Welcome back to Gasoline viewers. We're at the Beau Vernon All Makes Car Show. Now it's a very special show we've got here. It's a special event for a very good cause. We're with Michelle Vincent here, one of the organisers of this event. Tell us a little bit about what this show's about and tell us a bit about Beau.
Beau's a 23-year-old local Phillip Island guy. He plays for Leongatha Football Club. A few weeks back he had an accident on the football field and unfortunately he's been left quadriplegic due to the accident. The family, the insurance doesn't cover, football insurance doesn't cover a huge amount. So, you know, they're relying on everyone to rally around and just raise a lot of funds for the family.
So it's a very good cause in that case, and it's been fantastic that people like yourself and the car community have got together to support Beau.
Yeah, definitely. Look, the car community, you don't find a better community. You know, we put this on Facebook, we put a few flyers out, and before I don't know how many cars we've had come through. Someone said 400 maybe. And, you know, the weather hasn't been the greatest today, but still get this turnout is just absolutely fantastic.
It just goes to show, I mean, the car community tends to get tarred with the brush of being hoons, and it's just so far from the truth. Maybe 1% out there might be hoons, and they're not people like us here. The car community is full of really good-hearted people that just want to help.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I think we get a really, really bad rap in the general public. Not all of them, but a lot of the general public. We're sort of tarred with the bogan hoon brush, which, you know, as I said, I've never met a better bunch of people as far as fundraising, rallying around for charity. We're great people, we're all family people, we're all here for the same reason. And, you know, we put a price of $10 per car. I've had people putting $50 in the tin, you know, and it's just great. I'm speechless, really. Just the turnout has been fantastic and the generosity. It's not just the turnout, it's the amount of money that people are willing to put in, you know, for a good cause.
It's fantastic. It's overwhelming, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, Michelle, you're a bit of a rev head, a big rev head, in fact. Tell us about this XR Falcon that you own here behind us.
I don't know, what's there to tell? It's nothing too flash at the moment. It's my husband and my car. It hasn't got much under the bonnet at the moment. We do have a new engine coming, which is a George Haddad engine coming for that one. So once he's finished compiling it and putting it all together, we'll put that one in and have heaps more fun in that.
Now, George knows his stuff. Tell us a bit about that engine. What can you tell us about it?
The engine is a 347 Windsor, and it's actually the engine that came out of, if you're familiar with George's Blue XR. So it's the engine came out of his car before he put the turbo combo in. So he's just detuning it a little for us and a few other bits and pieces, and then we'll whack that one in and ready to go.
Sounds fantastic. Now, I notice you've got a very interesting hood scoop on this vehicle here, and you made that, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we run Alpha Motorsport fiberglass, so naturally it's got the fiberglass bonnet and boot and yeah, just a good way to advertise our parts.
Very tough, very aggressive. Thanks for talking to us and appreciate all your efforts.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Glenn. Great.
And I'm the man of your dreams, the seeds of dreams that come to life.
And don't forget, viewers, to look up the all-new Shannons Club. Shannons Club is a huge site. It's like a hub for enthusiasts. You jump on there, you can start your own garage, put pictures of your cars up there, stories of your cars, videos, you name it. You'll see people like myself on there, Jim Richards. Click onto our garages and check out some of our machines and some of our past machines. It's an incredible site, it's growing every day, so get onto it and have a ball. Well, we're here with Anthony Zanella and his son here in their spectacular 57 Chevy two-door. Great looking car, these things. Mate, beautiful car. Tell us about it.
It's just 57 two-door with a big block, turbo 400, 9-inch. That's about it.
And did you build the car yourself?
Yeah, built it all myself. Yeah, done all the panel work, all the body work and all that sort of stuff.
What was the car like when you picked it up, and where did you pick it up from?
The car came, I brought it off a bloke in Bairnsdale. It was pretty bad. The body was sort of pretty rusted out. I had to replace the quarters, the doors, and a few other floor pans and all that sort of stuff, basically where they all rust. Yeah, done it all myself, so major job.
And how often do you drive it?
When I can. I don't garage it. I drive it when I can. The young bloke drives it more than me. He's on his learners. So, yeah, he enjoys it.
Well, it's good to see the younger generation getting into the cars, isn't it?
Yeah, he's trying to get as many hours as he can in it because next year he won't be able to drive it once he gets his P's. So, he loves it.
Talk about taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah. Oh, they're the rules, and so you can't drive it.
And how does she feel to drive, mate, on the road?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty powerful, yeah.
What do your mates think about driving around this thing on the L's?
Oh, they like it, yeah.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for talking to us, fellas. Appreciate it. Great car.
No worries. Thank you.
Well, we're here with Madison Vorkapik and a beautiful 66 Mustang convertible. Madison, it's not a real flash day for the roof to be down today, is it?
No, not today. Too cold, too windy.
There is a bit of sun poking through, though.
Yeah, hopefully it'll come out and maybe on the way home we can get the roof down.
How long have you had the car for?
I've had it for about 5 years. Dad got it from a guy who brought it in from the States, and then we just put an extra few things on it, made it personal to ourselves.
And it's a 289 V8?
Yep.
And what's the name of the colour?
It's Arcadian blue, so it's just a nice baby blue colour.
Good stuff. Well, enjoy the show. Great looking car.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. You're gonna love it. We're here with Russell Kerslak and his pretty angry looking LX Tirana hatchback. I do struggle to walk past these cars, viewers. They're a bit of a favourite of mine. Russell, tell us about the car.
I've had it about 9 years. I've actually bought it as it is. It's got a 327 in it, probably about 500 horsepower, I'm hoping. I'm quite impressed with it. It's a nice car.
I noticed it's got a roll cage in it too, mate. Why is that?
It used to be a track car for Phillip Island. It used to be the Make-A-Wish Foundation car. For, like for the kids, you make a wish and they take it for a drive in it. And that's why it's got a roll cage in it, because it used to race around the island.
Fantastic. And any plans to race the car at all?
I'm thinking about doing Targa in it next year. Just plans. Something I've dreamt about for a long time, and I just want to do it. So.
Mate, I share that dream. I reckon it'd be an awesome event, and this would be a great car to do it in too.
It's a beautiful car to drive. Drives quite well fast, stops, and it goes around corners. Does everything that you want out of a good old car.
And the drivetrain, the diff and the gearbox in it, what's it consist of?
It's got a Muncie in it and a 9-inch. probably a 3009 inch or something. Fairly tall gearing. Does about 40 k's per 1,000 revs, and it'll rev fairly clean to 8 grand.
8 grand, mate. So she certainly is one serious power plant.
Yes, you don't muck around. You're not in there to muck around. Good car.
Good stuff, mate. Well, thanks for talking to us, Russell. Great car.
Thanks a lot. Good show. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, look who I found here, Tiny Hansen and his spectacular looking XAGT coupe. Mate, I want to take this thing home. Tell us about it.
Well, mate, you're not going to take it home, sorry, mate. Well, it's a February built 73 XAGT coupe, matching numbers car. It has been changed a little bit. I'm running a 4-speed top loader now instead of the auto. It was originally a factory director's car from Ford. It's running air conditioning, power steering, electric windows and an 8-track, cloth inserts. And yeah, it's been fully restored a number of years ago, so it's sort of still holding up fairly well, and I'm pretty happy with it. Love to drive it, love the sound, it's all good.
I notice you're not scared to use the thing too, mate. It's around at a few different car shows from what I've been told.
Mate, look, the cars, all cars are meant to be driven. I don't believe in putting them in the garage with a tarp over it. It's got to be driven. Today is a pretty miserable sort of day today, mud all over the place, and it's out. It doesn't matter. It gets wet when you wash it, so there's no dramas there at all.
And are you happy with the manual conversion from the auto?
Yeah, would never go back to an auto. If you've got any sort of muscle car, it's got to be a manual. Yeah, it's great. Love it. Love the sound it makes, and you can a bit more control over it. Yeah, it's good.
Well, nothing like a GT manual, is there, mate? And your son Michael, I believe he's working at GT Ford Performance. How's he going down there?
Yeah, look, he's going great. Guns down there. He's been there, I'd say, just on about a year now. And he should have been born there. I mean, he loves the place. He knows all the products off by heart, knows all the price, that sort of stuff. And if you ever need anything, GT Ford Performance is the place to go. Get on to Michael, tell him you're a good mate of Tiny's, and I'm sure he'll look after you.
Well, he's a great young bloke, and every time I'm down there, the phones are ringing off the hook like you wouldn't believe. And it's great to see him down there and in his element.
He certainly is in his element. He's one of those jobs that you just love going to work every day. He has a ball.
I don't blame him. Thanks for talking to us, Tiny.
No worries, Glenn. All the best, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, here we are back at Rocket Industries once again, so let's go inside and take a look around. Now, when it comes to your hot rod, muscle car or street machine, you're not going anywhere without a steering wheel. I'm sure you'd agree. Vice grips just won't cut it. It's important to make sure you have a nice wheel on your car though. It really does make a world of difference. Because let's face it, it's the first thing you see when you jump in that car and the first thing you touch and grab. Now, Grant have been around for a long time. They're a USA company and they started in 1922. And they've been making wheels for a long, long time. Very nice wheel and a favourite of mine. Starting with something here like this classic series, very popular with hot rodders and also your early style nostalgic drag cars. They look the part, they've got that 60s and 70s hot rodding look about them. Then you've got your signature series here, check this baby out. A beautiful full mahogany rim with the banjo style spokes, an attractive looking wheel. Then you've got your more modern signature series version here, which looks entirely different. It all depends on what sort of look you're after for your car. These are the wheels here that I like, these classic style wheels. These are very popular with your Ford Mustang and also this style of wheel on your Chevys, mainly your Chevy Camaros. They've got a very attractive looking spoke on them, and I like that 4 1/8 inch dish on them too, to give that real old school racer look about them. The other thing I like too is the wood rim on them. It's got a really nice feel to it. Very thick and really nice to hold. Some of the more thinner rims on these early style wheels are very hard to steer with and very uncomfortable. It's nice to have something to grab. Then you've got your Mopar nostalgic style wheel here. Looks the part, doesn't it? You can just imagine something like that bolted to your Barracuda. I've got to say, I really love these Grant wheels, and they have a whole range of adapters to suit all different types of vehicles. And guess what? This will surprise you. They even do aftermarket steering wheels with airbags for late model vehicles. And if you want to customise your wheel even further, there's a various selection of horn buttons to suit your application and taste. Now, what more could you ask for out of a steering wheel? Pick up the phone, talk to the guys here at Rocket, and they can definitely help you out with any of your steering wheel needs. To download your free copy of the Rocket Industries and Aeroflow Performance Parts catalogues, go to the sponsor section at the Gasolene website. Click on the links and download away. With over 650 combined pages of performance parts and accessories, you're sure to find everything you need for your car.
Stay tuned for more Gasolene.
The creator and sustainer of all the worlds, whether those worlds are known or unknown to mankind.
Hello again, welcome back to the Head Stud Development Company. You may have seen me a few weeks ago at the Winton Festival of Speed. I enjoy going to see the old cars that we prepare cylinder heads for. I also enjoy driving them. I was very fortunate enough to drive at that stage a 1961 Elfin Streamliner. A lot of fun, lovely car to drive. Apart from the driving of it, we do a lot of preparation for the cylinder heads for those particular sorts of vehicles. Just as an example, this is a cylinder head off a 308 Holden VL model. We're doing this up for a full Group A racing spec. We start out by detailing the valve guide area and the pocket area. And once we've done that, we can then detail the rest of the ports out to the size that they should be, and then that will be a fully race prepared set of legal Group A cylinder heads. Now, these are cast iron cylinder heads as opposed to the later, much later aluminium cylinder heads. A fully prepared set of these heads will make around 430, 440 horsepower, which is what they made on the day. They also have a B-type manifold which runs with them, intake manifold, which had slightly modified runners and radius in the corners of the runners. With a Edelbrock Performer manifold, you can increase that horsepower, but then becomes an illegal type race motor. This cylinder head here dates back to the days when we were doing the Holden dealer team heads and the heads for Larry Perkins. At that stage, we cut the cylinder head in half so we could see what areas became thin. As you can see, there's minimal amount of material on the short turn radius, and in the roof of the port we used to take them out to quite a thin area across there. It shows also the detail that's involved in doing the guide humps, exhaust and intake, and some of the reshaping that we would do to the combustion chamber. And all these ports had to be the same size because that was an homologated figure that they had to be worked to. If anybody was fortunate enough to watch the Winton Festival of Speed or actually be there, you would have noticed a Capri tearing around. This is the style of cylinder head that would have been on that V6 Capri. Very, very difficult cylinder head to get airflow out of, but with a valve change, valve size change, and some extensive port work, as this one had done to it, you can achieve airflow figures of up to 300 horsepower. We've had manganese valve guides fitted to this. We have a hardened valve seat insert on the exhaust, and the rest of it is a little bit of combustion chamber work, and the rest, unfortunately, is just pure handwork.
We're the Gasolene Twins. Hope you're enjoying the show.
The last time you saw me, we were developing the supercharger kit for this 4.2 Nissan Patrol engine. Okay, what we've done, a lot's happened since then. We've now manufactured all the componentry, developed the drive system, we've fitted it on the vehicle and done extensive testing with various boost levels and also intercooler design. On this particular unit that we've got now, we've got a great combination of supercharger, induction system and also intercooler design, which is giving us fantastic increases in torque and kilowatts at the rear wheels. Okay, now to give you an idea of how the figures run, a standard GU Patrol will put out at 43 kilometres an hour, and that's a bit of an unrealistic speed, but the reason why I'm doing these low speed comparisons is to give you an idea of the amount of torque that these vehicles can produce. And if we're just concentrating on torque at the moment, there's our torque line on a standard GU Patrol. And there's our torque line on our supercharged GU Patrol. The standard torque figure at 43 kilometres an hour was 1,700 newtons of tractive effort, as opposed to the supercharged vehicle, which is 3,200 newtons of tractive effort. At 56 kilometres an hour, the vehicle's putting out 2,300 newtons of tractive effort, where the supercharged vehicle is putting out 4,200 newtons of tractive effort. And if you go up to a fairly average towing speed of about 95 k's, you'll find that the standard vehicle had 3,000 newtons of tractive effort and our supercharged vehicle had 4,000 newtons of tractive effort. The interesting thing was the standard turboed vehicle had 79 kilowatts at 95 kilometres an hour, and our supercharged vehicle developed 120 kilowatts. So from the figures you can see they're fairly similar in profile. It's just that they've been moved up the power scale a fair amount, with the greatest increases being below 100 kilometres an hour. You've just seen the vehicle run up on the dyno, and we're very happy with the results that the engine's giving out now. There's a couple of people I'd like to make mention of who have helped us on our development journey with this particular project. One is Sprintex Supercharging in Perth for the help they've given with supplying us with their supercharger. The other is we've gone away from the traditional barrel type intercooler on this vehicle to a special newly designed intercooler made by Plasma Man in New South Wales. They've been fantastic at short notice. They made a new intercooler for us to our dimensions, and of course Clutch Industries, who supplied the 4-terrain clutch for this vehicle. And a special thanks to Mick and the team at Gasolene. We'll see you on the TV. If anyone has any questions they'd like to ask, you can ring me on the phone number below, or you can email me at our email address. Once again, thanks for your time.
Yet another tough Holden with this very angry looking HR here with Chris Baker, one of the other organisers of this event. Chris, great looking car, mate. Tell us about it.
Thanks. I've had it for just on 2.5 years, I think. I bought it as a 6-cylinder. It had a lot of chassis work and stuff done to it already. That's why I thought it was the right one to buy. And I got a motor, crate engine effectively from the States, a 402 Chev Shafarov motor. And it's got 498 horsepower at the flywheel, so it gets along all right. Yeah, it's good.
Plenty of torque with those cubes.
Yeah, it's not just the family truckster, but it goes along all right. The kids love it, and yeah, have to give the missus a drive one day. But
and trans and rear end?
Trans got a power glide with 3/8 stallie in it, 9-inch Detroit locker in the rear with 3/5 gears, Caltrack system. Yeah, I don't know what else. Yeah.
And did you restore the car yourself?
I didn't buy it with. I didn't paint it. I'm sorry. I bought it with the paint on it and the chassis work done underneath. But other than that, I've done everything else. I had the diff and brakes upgrade done, the motor, trans, yeah, so done everything else but the paint pretty much, so yeah.
Fantastic, mate. She's a great looking machine, and I appreciate you talking to us. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thanks, mate.
And remember, viewers, if you want to see past Gasoline episodes, go to shannons.com.au. Click on the Gasoline link and enjoy. And remember, this is a whole new season of Gasoline with new episodes every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m, Australia-wide.
Gasoline is proudly brought to you by Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts, and the following sponsors. I'm Michael Curson, producer, creator of Gasoline. Hope you enjoy.